What's up, fight fans? I'm Tommy Toehold, and we're about to discover what's in my sack. My mail sack. Every week after a kick-ass episode Triple THS, I take to social media to find questions from you, the fans. Then I pick the ones I like the most and answer them here on the show. Here we go. Tommy's sack. First up, Andreas Hornacek. To be or not to be? That is the question, isn't it? Jake Brahman. Should they replace Kong Lee and Rich Franklin with Jet Li and Ace Ventura? No, but that would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Next up, Spilled Bag of Ice. Great Chael impression. Are you, Senor Chael, MMA Roasted, and Coach Jamie Huey all the same guy? Wait, are you me too? Yes, Spilled Bag of Ice, I'm also you. Look in the mirror right now and you'll notice that you're saying the same things I am. I'm also New York Jets offensive coordinator Tony Sparano, Chuck E. Cheese, and occasionally I'm Conan O'Brien. When I'm not Conan, he's played by an elaborate combination of Disney Imagineers and the remaining members of the boy band NSYNC. This one comes from Ryan English. If someone in synchronized swimming drowns, do the others have to follow and drown too? Only if they want to die a hilariously ironic death. Michael Gonzalez. I never realized that the center of your beard is shaped like a tie. Seriously, it's a perfect Oxford knot. So is your mouth wearing a tie-shaped beard? Or is your beard classy and wearing a tie to make up for the rest of your face? And is the knot what keeps your face so angry? And also, what was in those brownies I just ate? All valid questions, Michael. The beard has many facets, and one of them is the classy patch of hair directly below my mouth. The outline of the beard comes to a point and says, don't fuck with me. But the tie says, I know which fork to use at a fancy dinner party. Oh, and pumpkin seeds were in your brownies. Placebo effect. This one comes from Susie O'Brien. Why is bra singular and panties plural? For the same reason hot dogs and buns aren't packaged in the same numbers. Global conspiracy. Designed to confuse us about consumer goods? Mark Stitchin. Are you too legit to quit? Mark, stop. Hammer time. This one comes from Nick Bernard. What happened to the special guest doing the viewer comment of the week? Great question, Nick. Some say it's because the guest refused to do it. Others say it's because I just wanted to interact with the fans more. Still others might say that I'm just being a lazy ass, and it's easier to just do that portion with Tommy than to come up with an elaborate impression joke about the comment. World may never know. Okay, Mark Seeley. If there were 1,000 seagulls in an airplane while it's flying, each weighing 2 pounds apiece, but they were all flying in the airplane, would the airplane weigh 2,000 pounds more? Great question. And hilarious visual. But since they're in a plane that's already in motion, to them the cabin's not moving, so they can fly all they want, but those fuckers are gonna have to land on the other side of the plane once they get there. Unless there's some magic seagulls. Should have specified that, Mark. Melina Munoz. What if you're in hell and you're mad at someone? Where do you tell them to go? Now that's a head scratcher. What's worse than hell, right? Maybe there are parts of hell that are really bad, like certain streets you just don't walk down. Or maybe there's like a super hell. Let's go with that, Melina. Tell them to go to super hell. Troy McCall. Can you do the Gangnam Style dance? Troy, I only dance for 2 reasons. I'm really drunk and have no idea what I'm doing, or when someone is forcing me to dance with a weapon. That said, whenever either of those 2 stipulations are met, I will bust out some Gangnam Style. Michael Emelianenko. If Brock Lesnar had a BJJ match with a pterodactyl, who would win and how? I gotta get the advantage of the pterodactyl, considering he's several hundred pounds larger than Brock. Oh, and he can fucking fly. So, Brock by arm triangle. Doc Holliday. Tommy, obviously you juiced between your 5th and 6th Triple THS upload. Has it helped to advance your media career? Any regrets? Doc, my only regret is not giving myself a nose. Patrick King. Who wins a fight between Johnny Five from Short Circuit and Cisco from Rocky IV, and how would it go down? Hades robot battle. I'd buy that card. Well, Johnny Five did have the ability to think for himself, but he was a gigantic pussy, so if Paulie can figure out how to program Cisco to fight other robots to the death, I think he's got the advantage. Of course, Paulie is a drunk and can't do anything well, so Johnny Five via Los Locos interference. Tim Lecter. Sorry, I forgot how to say your name. Can you briefly explain the crime fraud exception? I have an exam in my legal ethics class, and I want to make sure I've got it down. Sure, Tim. You see, attorney-client privilege protects certain types of communication between the attorney and their client from being disclosed. However, the crime fraud exception states that if the communication furthers some type of criminal act, attorney-client privilege is waived. So, if you tell your attorney you're planning on robbing a liquor store tonight, he doesn't have to keep it a secret. Good luck in your ethics class. Bitches love ethics. Alright, this one's from Melinda. Fighters can't do pills nor weed. They sniff Dutch Gold Boy spray paint with glitter. Would that be a failed test too? That's a good question, Melinda. I don't know if it would turn up or not, but the glitter in their piss would look awfully suspicious. Forrest Daniels. Do you dress up for Halloween? And if so, then what will you dress up as this year? I will copy and paste this question 9 more times in honor of how many times I posted the question and you didn't put it in your Q&A video. Well, Forrest, I have noticed that you've posted this question before. The only problem is, I already answered it when somebody else asked it. I'm going as a member of Cobra Kai at the Halloween Dance and Karate Kid. But, since you were so persistent, I guess I'll humor you with another costume. Super Saiyan Tommy. Bill Hart. Do you ever ride a horse before eating it? Sometimes. It's like buying fruit at a grocery store. So you've ridden a horse, you won't know if it tastes good. Follow-up question by Farron Fakahuno. A pork and bacon shortage is expected next year. Is now the right time for horse to step up and be the other white meat? Only if we want a nation filled with long-armed, constipated, always angry, never blinking, noseless, pointy beard, bald guys who talk way too fucking fast. Sign me up. Last question of the day comes from Stulo. If there was a Tommy Toehold game, which MMA fighter would be the final boss? And what would be his finishing move? Final boss, Anderson Silva. He just stands there until you attack him, and then he knees you in the soul and you lose. If you do manage to beat him with a surprise flying heel hook though, you have to fight M. Bison for some reason, I don't know. That's Q&A, fight fans. Thanks for posting questions. If I didn't get to you, it's because your question was stupid. I'm just kidding. Keep trying, I'll get to you eventually. Enjoy your weekend, fight fans. See you on Wednesday.